So it's that time again. We get to talk about upcoming releases. Now, I actually have a little bit of news as well, which I'll talk about in the extended version that will be members only. But I can just say in general that there's a lot of things that are releasing over the next couple weeks in April, but I'm not super excited about any of them, which is a little, but I think that's pretty normal for me because like summer releases really aren't my thing. They're usually bronzy. They're usually like, meant for vacations and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love vacation, but I'm not a sun worshiper. I'm not somebody who loves going to a tropical beach. I actually prefer like a New England beach in October than I do, say, a tropical beach in July. It's just not my thing. I don't go in the sun. I don't tan, as you can probably tell. So yeah, I'm not, hey, it's going to be 100 degrees. This is great. That's not really me. So the looks that go along with that really aren't my jam. That's not to say that there aren't things coming out that I'm interested in, because there's a few. But again, like, this may be a little bit of a salty Saturday. Let's see what we come up with. So if you've never seen one of these before, I'm looking at my phone, which is why I'm looking down, not looking at you guys. Trust me, it's not because I'm not interested in what you have to say. But I follow a number of content creators, usually on Instagram, where they post things about upcoming releases. And I follow them and, look at their posts and look at their stories and all that good stuff to see what is coming. I also have a number of essays that I have built up over the years. And, they're kind enough to give me a little bit of inside information, which I will share at the end of the video in the extended version. So that like extra information, that inside information will be at the end of the video. It is members only. Members only is behind a paywall, guys. And thank you so much for joining membership. There's going to be a members live very soon. I do a giveaway for every members live. But it's not just that. It's the fact that it's behind a paywall and you want to be careful on Instagram and YouTube about what you post. So let's just leave that there. Brands can take you down. All right, so let's see what's out there and let's see what we need to chat about that is an upcoming release. So Amit Beauty Talk is one of the best follows out there. She has an Instagram account, which is absolutely amazing. Her stories are fantastic. I'm trying to go back to where we left off last time. It's so hard to tell sometimes. Okay, so I think this is where we are. Just briefly, I want to mention the Tom Ford Summer. Tom Ford Summer is, of course, available now. There are the glossy lips and there is the eyeshadow. When I polled you guys, you were all kind of like, yeah, we're interested, but it's not, anything that you must see because you've seen it before. So I don't intend to pick that up. I don't need it. And frankly, if you guys really aren't that interested in it, then, I'm not going to pick it up for me because I don't need it. So we're going to leave that one there. It does look like a pretty quad and I bet you the lipsticks are really nice. But again, I just, There is the Yves Saint Laurent. It looks like it is a spring quad pinks. The only thing I would say about it is the packaging looks cool. It's like a marble. It's number 825, but it doesn't look that different than other releases that have come out. So I'm kind of like, Victoria Beckham has a Bordeaux mascara, which looks cool. This is in her Future Lash mascara, which is not my favorite. I actually like her other mascara a lot better. This will be out in April, and there is also a Bordeaux eyeshadow wardrobe. Bordeaux can be a really pretty color story, especially on blue eyes. I think it could really make blue eyes pop. But the thing is, I don't really wear Bordeaux. Like, it's not, because my hair is red, it kind of clashes. Like, it's not a color story that I really lean towards. So I don't think I'm going to pick up the mascara or the eyeshadow. I do have the Lisa Eldridge Burnt Umber mascara, which I actually quite like. And that's a warm brown, not a Bordeaux. Bordeaux has more of a wine. So I think I'm good. I think I'm good with the colored mascara. Dior. Dior has a number of releases coming, and there's a limited edition summer collection. There's other pieces of the summer collection, which I'll talk about in the behind the paywall in the members only section. I do think they're pretty, and I think the embossing looks nice, but the color story to me basically looks like many other color stories that we've seen. There is some packaging that looks kind of neat, but I don't see anything really new. Again, I'll get more into it, but I just, you know, now there's a couple of Dior Maximizer. Well, there's one Dior Maximizer that does look interesting to me because it looks like it's more opaque. So that might be one that I'm interested in. It's shade 092. You can see it in this picture. That one I'm kind of like, oh, that might be interesting because that looks like a much like more opaque Maximizer. I think the other ones are just frankly gonna look, I think they're gonna look like, you know, all the other Maximizers. Again, I love the Maximizers. I'm just saying. Yves Saint Laurent Lash Clash, which is a very good mascara, I do like that, is coming out in green. Scandalous green. I love that. I think it's fun, and I love green, as you all know, but I have green mascaras. I have blue mascaras. I don't wear them. Do I like them? Yeah, they're fun. I like them, but Saint Laurent has 3 new shades of their Love Shine Candy Glow Tinted Butter Balms. You know I love a good balm. I love this type of stuff, but again, if you're looking for one, the Saint Laurent ones are very, very good. And if they're available at Sephora, put them in your cart. I'm going to have a Sephora video very soon. In fact, I think right after this one. There's a lot of great like glossy balms at Sephora. Get them 20% off or 15% off or whatever you can get. If I were to suggest right now, like if you're at the level at Sephora where you're only getting 10% off, there's probably better deals out there. Right now, as I'm filming, Macy's has a 15% off, and so does Nordstrom. So 10 is a little low, unless it's just Sephora that carries that product. I'll get into it in the Sephora video, but just saying. But yeah, I mean, I think those are nice ones. Yves Saint Laurent also has the Love Shine Plumping Lip Oils. Now, I am very interested in these. I don't have one yet. I was supposed to get one, but I don't have one yet. March 28th, they are coming out. So when this will have already gone live, right? No, the dates. Sorry. Sometimes my brain works and sometimes it doesn't. The joys of menopause. I don't know what date it is anymore. But anyway, these will probably be out when this video comes up. There are high shine finishes and shimmer finishes. I definitely want to try these. I think Saint Laurent has done just such a good job that, yeah, I definitely want to try them. They're lip oils though, guys. So again, get them on sale. Armani Beauty, new Vertigo Lift Longwear Lengthening Mascara. I definitely want to try this because I really do like Armani products. I think Armani does such a good job. It's just, their drops are so like sporadic that you don't have a collection per se. But Armani always, in my opinion, has done a really good job when they come up with something. So I'd love to see it. And I definitely want to try the mascara. They also have eye tint long-lasting liquid eyeshadows, and they're coming out with new shades. One of the shades is shade 90M, which is a olive green, which again isn't going to be great for me for the summer, but I would definitely buy it for the fall. And there's also a shade 25M, which looks to be like almost the color of my skin, which would be phenomenal as just an eyelid shade. And the reason that's like a thing that I would want, and I think other people would want, a lot of times you want to do kind of a simple look, kind of what I did today. I mean, my eyes are a little bit sparkly, but the rest of my face is pretty monochromatic, and there's a reason for that, which I'll get into in another video. But you want something on your eyelids that covers the veins or the imperfections, and you want it to look smoother and nice, and then put on a little bit of mascara. Something like this shade I think would be really good for that. That's the kind of thing, and Lisa Eldridge has products like that. Those things actually become you know, great everyday products. It's not something to be like super excited about. It's not sparkly and shiny and everything, but let's face it, it's what we actually use. Pat McGrath, Mothership. This is Petal Morphosis, and I'm not buying it. I have heard things about this palette, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't. So go ahead. If you're really excited, be excited. Try them out, you know, buy it. But I feel like this is my take and my take alone. The Pat McGrath Mothership Day is done, which is sad, but everything has its time. Everything has its moment, and then things change. Things move on. And the only, in my opinion, the only way to really enjoy life is to realize that everything changes. Everything is going to change all the time. And it's okay, because there will be something new that will be fabulous. And the Motherships that came out that I still have and I will never get rid of are absolutely amazing. And I still love them. And there were special shades in there that were fantastic. But from what I hear about this new one, that is not the case. So I am looking forward to the Pat McGrath Louis Vuitton. I know, it's terrible. Sorry. My French is just, it's bad. I hear how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I can't do it. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that next year, and that I will be excited about. Westman Atelier has the duo dimensional cheek palettes. Guys, I really enjoy Westman. I think she is one of the people, Gucci Westman. I think she has really been, you know, innovative in how she went about her brand. And I love many of her products. Her cheek sticks, fantastic. And her contour sticks. It's just, to me, one of the reasons I like her brand is I do think it's, you know, mature skin friendly. And I'm sure the powders are, but I have great powder blushes. I don't need more great powder blushes. I love her stick blushes because there's not too many stick blushes that I love. There are cream blushes that I love, and I'll talk about those in the Sephora sale video, but stick powder blushes, the Westmans are still my favorite. So it's not that I don't think those products are good. In fact, when I'm in a Sephora next week, I will be trying out the Westman just to see what I think of it. I bet you they're good, but it's not a product that is really going to appeal to me. Givenchy is going to be releasing their new Prisme Libre 4-color pressed powder. Again, March 28th. It will be at Sephora. I will test it out. Maybe I'll try to do something like, you know, not live from Sephora, but like some swatches from Sephora and stuff. But here's the thing. If they hadn't screwed it up in the first place, we wouldn't be having this conversation, and they wouldn't have to be releasing a new Prisme Libre. Because you know what? The old Prisme Libre was fantastic. So I'm a little salty about that. I'm a little annoyed. And again, I have that comment about Guerlain, but I have some good news about Guerlain that I'll talk about in the extended version. Okay. Sorry. It just irritates me. Like, people ruin something and then they're like, oh, it's new and improved. It's like, well, if you hadn't ruined it in the first place, we wouldn't have to have new and improved. Pure Solar. So there's a solar self-tanning gel for the face is adding a new self-tanning body gel to the collection. I used to love a product that La Mer had that was a face tanning product. It was a moisturizer, and it gave the subtlest of tans. And I think the reason they got rid of it is because it was the subtlest of tans. But it was perfect for me. Like, it was perfect for somebody who was pale, because I don't tan. Like, I don't get, you know, that Bain de Soleil, if you know what that is. You have to be old. That kind of tan. But the La Mer one was fantastic. Now, again, there's probably like 2 of me in the world who want that look, which is why they discontinued it. But the bronzers, the self-tanners, they just generally don't look good on me. They look funky, because it doesn't, red hair, pale skin, we don't tan, and everybody knows it. Charlotte Tilbury has the Pillow Talk Universe expansion with new limited releases of like the heart-shaped. They look pretty. Charlotte Tilbury has good products. I'm sure the powders and highlighters are nice. I don't need them. I have enough. However, there is one lipstick that does look pretty to me. There's one shade that I do want. And do I need it? No, not at all, but I do like the way the lipstick looks. So I don't know, I might pick up one. Suku, the limited edition summer collection, is now at Harrods. Yes, it looks absolutely stunning. I kind of want it, but I don't know. If you all buy it, I do not blame you. I'll make sure the links are down below for that. It is beautiful. It really is. It's just, again, between the Camellia collection from Chanel and the Chantecaille. I don't need another iridescent pink purple eyeshadow look. And again, I think it looks really nice. I'm trying to be good. I'm actually going to try to do a no buy April, in the sense of nothing that isn't for the channel. So if it's a new release of makeup for the channel, then yes, but no buy April, because May is going to be expensive. Haus Labs, Lady Gaga is releasing new Powder Sculpt Velvet Talc-Free Powder Bronzer in 7 shades. I am very interested in this. Haus Labs has done a good job. Her highlighters were too blingy for me, but they're good. They are really good. And her blushes were the same. They were too much pigment for me, but they were extremely well done. So I will be interested in the bronzers. Saint Laurent highlighters. I want these freaking highlighters. There's white pearlescent, gold bronze, and rose gold. I really want these. The white pearlescent is the one I want. I don't know why they're not here yet. I'm kind of annoyed. And yeah, that's the one I'm excited about. I'm like, hello. Diptyque is having their 12th city limited scented candle. It's Milan. I definitely want the Milan. I get the city candles. They come out basically once a year. The deal with the city candles is you can get the candle in the city. So let's say you were in Milan, they will always have the Milan candle. Miami always has the Miami candle at Diptyque. Boston now has a Diptyque on Newbury Street. They used to have one like forever ago, closed, it's back. Believe it or not, Boston is now like a hoppin' city. I don't know what happened, but anyway. So Diptyque is now on Newbury again, and I will go in there and buy the Milan candle. It is geranium and cardamom. I don't know, but I'm going to try it, and I'm probably going to buy it because Milan is one of my favorite cities. Like literally, I love Milan. I could live in Milan. But here's the thing. I have a lot of candles. And this new candle behind me, Hotel Lobby. If you've ever been to like a shishi hotel, and I say shishi because it does matter, they have a distinct scent. So like the Oahu, for example, there's a Marriott on the west, it's the west side. Anyway, I think it's the west side of, I've forgotten now. But the point is, they have a proprietary scent that is pushed through all the heating ducts and the air ducts in the hotel. And it's owned by Marriott. And they have a distinct scent for that hotel. And Marriott has the same thing for its other high-end, it's not all Marriott hotels, it's the high-end Marriotts. Four Seasons does it. There's a bunch of, the Intercontinentals do it. There's a bunch of, you get it. Four Seasons especially does it. But they're proprietary scents that belong to the hotel. So this company, Hotel Lobby, has this one that they just did that's London, which I posted about. It is exactly, it smells like having high tea in London. It's I don't know exactly how they did it, but it's like a milky lavender honey. It is beautiful. They sent me this. They sent me the diffuser and the candle. I went out and bought the candle like the minute I smelled it. It's like, for me, perfect. And they have other scents. And basically the whole point is it's supposed to smell like a hotel lobby. So my point in telling you that story, other than the fact that you should buy this candle if you like anything that relates to like high tea and lavender, is that I have so many candles that I haven't burned. Like, you should see my wall of candles. You would just be like, Jennifer, I need to burn more candles. So I'm going to definitely buy Diptyque, but I think I'm only going to, the Milan, but I think I'm only going to get one. That's the very long story for the very short answer. Sonia G is releasing a 2025 collector's edition eye set. It's $589. She says that the brushes may be released individually or even with different handles. We have something planned for a couple of these brushes. It's not yet confirmed. I love Sonia G eye brushes. I've never had a brush from Sonia G that I didn't like. So I really, it's a lot of money for brushes. I'm not going to lie, but I kind of want it. Yeah. I mean, I don't need any brushes, but yeah, I kind of want it. I don't know if it'll sell out immediately. The only other thing I think I should mention is that the MFK Crookie fragrance should be released when this goes live. I definitely want to try it. I love MFK's creations, but they're very pricey usually. I'm assuming this is no different. I think it'll be interesting to try it. I've heard some not great things, but we'll see. Again, as soon as I get my hands on it, as soon as I can get my nose on it, I'll let you all know. So I think that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon.